Hey guys, today we have Acer Aspire Series 5750, and the model number is p5we0, and the exact model is 576-6589. The client sent it to us for the power set repair because they complained that the cord is the power supply is intermediate. Basically, when you shove in the power supply here, they have to wiggle it to make it work. So we're gonna take it apart and show you how to replace this jack. So yeah, this is video basically on how to repair it. We charge $100 and we allocate it in Chicago. So if you're in the United States, you can just send it to us. We can fix it for you. So let's begin by unscrewing all the screws. Alright, one more right here, and two more right here. Let's remove that. Remove this. And by the way, remove the battery before you're gonna do anything. So there is one silver screw right here. It's a different size. It says 2.5 by 4. So make sure you're gonna put it separately. Here's another one. Another one right there for the hard drive. Right, you can remove the hard drive if you want to prior to shipping it to us. We don't need the hard drive here. And probably we don't even have to take the motherboard out, but just in case I'm gonna mark the... so just wait to unplug those plugs right here, because the motherboard might not need to come out. So remove the CD-ROM. And now you have the silver ones to unscrew right there. For that I will need a different bit. Probably this one right here should be right. Yep. Should be good. Okay. If a screw doesn't bulge, don't try to try a different screwdriver, basically. Like that. Alright, on this side we got keyboard, which comes out in the following manner. There is a hinge right here, like that, like that, like that, like that, and okay. So and flip the keyboard forward, basically this way. Now you want to mark which way is top on the cable here, and you want to unplug the cable basically here, like that, and like that. Okay, and the cable is also sitting on a tape, so you have to remove it like that. Now you want to unplug this guy right here, like that, like that, like that, like that. Okay. Alright, then you want to unscrew all the screws right here. Okay. Right, so jack is right here. It's connected someplace right there. So you want to remove the speaker cable right here. Okay. You want to remove the speaker. Right. Lift up this. Alright, the hinges are in good shape. They are not broken in any way. Yeah. So let's remove this guy. Up, up, up. Okay. Alright. Okay. So there's lots of dust for some reason here. So you want to remove all the dust. Okay. Alright, you want to lift up the jack. Like that. Like that. Okay. You want to mark which way is in. So this would be in. And you can basically pull out that cable like that. Okay, so now that we got everything disconnected, we can set it aside. And what usually happens, the cable underneath the heat shrink basically comes apart. I will have to turn on the exhausts right now, and it's going to be really loud, so you can reduce the mic, you can reduce your speakers a little bit. So that's first fan. Okay. There's the second fan. Okay. Alright, so here is a brand new jack right here. We're gonna install it in the same manner. So first of all, we need to make sure this guy is rotated forward. This way. Because as you can see on the original jack, these two legs are shorted together to conduct the electricity perfectly. So that, and we put in this guy. The other way around. Okay. Okay. And now we will have to solder it up. Alright, so the key here is that you don't want to overheat, when you're soldering this pin right here, you don't want to overheat this pin, because around it is all plastic and it's basically can just fall through or the stability gonna be lost. So, and after you soldered it up, you need to let it dry a little bit, because the plastic is still melted and it's still fragile. I mean, if you start to move or do anything right now with this pin, it's gonna, it's gonna, the plastic is not hard enough yet. So, yeah. Now, what you wanna do, you wanna leave this guy alone for right now, and you wanna look at the power supply. The power supply goes bad in this case right here, but this one looks alright, like at this place. I mean, doesn't look the best ever, but I don't think there's an issue here. Sometimes what happens, the plug right here goes bad when you bend it too much. By the way, if you like the video, please leave a like, just press a like. Or in this case, the pins might be pushing all the way inwards. The metal springs inside might be all the way inwards and doesn't make a good contact, and that's what causes the jack issue. So what I'm doing here is I'm chopping this guy off and I'm disregarding it, and we need to strip the wiring. Alright, so, sorry, here, like that, like that, and like that. Okay. Alright, so wiring stripped. Here as well. Okay. Now we look at 16 gauge and we strip this wire. Now we want to put a heat shrink on. So the heat shrink goes like that. Like that. Alrighty. And we need to install a new plug. So the new plug I have to go get in the garage. Alright, so that's the new plug. You should understand that the diameter on the outside is, here, let me focus a little bit. Diameter right here on the outside is 5.5 millimeters. The inside hole is 1.65. Basically, this pin is 1.65 millimeters. So the hole itself is 1.7. And that's the exact plug for this right here. See? And it shouldn't be moving whatsoever. I mean, once it's plugged in, it's all stable inside. There's a bunch of sellers who sell a plug that's has a bigger hole inside, like 2.5 millimeters or 2 millimeters, but you need the 1.7 maximum on the inside and 5.5 on the outside. Sometimes the plug on the outside is 4.75, and that's also not the proper replacement. So those are really rare and it's hard to find. So make sure you're gonna buy a 5.5 by 1.7. Alright, so not to focus. Now we want to unplug, cut those guys, strip the wires here, like that, and like that. Okay. So what you want to do? What you want to do now is solder the wiring together, and it should hold on forever. So let's do it like that. Like that. Second exhaust. All right. Again, if you like the video, just leave a like, please. I would really appreciate it. Thank you. Alright, now I put the heat shrink on, so it would look somewhat good. And we can test this guy out, see if it's gonna work. Okay. Alright, so the only problem could be is right here. That's the only remaining problem. But everything should be fine, I'm sure about that. So, let's put everything back together. We got the jack which we need to cut a little bit. Alright. Okay, too soon. Okay. So that's cut. And we need to add this right here. Okay. Basically, I shorted the that pin, which goes to that pin right there, right here to the ground. So plus right here, minus and minus right there. Okay. So we look which way is up. This way is up because that's how we marked it. And let's put it in there. Okay. Okay. So that's in. And we wanna pass it like that. There is something here missing. Okay, so we drop it here. Now we connect it like that. And the wiring is supposed to be this way. Or is it supposed to be on the outside? Should be probably on the outside. Okay. So like that, right? Okay. Now what you want to do is you want to stabilize it in place. And the way you stabilize it in place is by adding some glue to the sides, right here and right here. But before you're gonna stabilize it, you need to okay, so that's the cord which we garbaged. You need to plug in something in here so that the hole would be aligned. And now we can pretty much add the glue. Put the exhaust on. There are little grooves right here, and right here where the cable is supposed to go through. The LCD cable goes into the back groove, and the power cable goes into the front groove. So there's back groove and the front groove. This is for the LCD right here, and this is for the power cable. Again, it's a silver bolt that goes in here because it's shorter. Everywhere else is the regular. Alright. Alright, so let's see if it's gonna work. So the battery is out right here. Unplug this plug, throw it away. Let's see if all the setup is working right now. So we connect the plug, power it up. Yep, Acer right there. No hard drive, so it sticks right there. We can do Alt Control Delete, and it's gonna restart. So keyboard is working. We cannot really test touchpad or sound, but it should be alright. Okay. Thank you for watching. Leave a like below, and you can subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much.